Good morning. Running just a little late. Ooh, that put some weight on the subject. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thursday for those of you who are in different countries who are not celebrating Thanksgiving today. It's a day of Thanksgiving, a day of being grateful, and I feel like it's always a day of being grateful. So every moment, instead of saying, "Oh, I'm waiting till once a year to be grateful," or to give to others, or to be in gratitude for every breath that we breathe, I'm reminding all of us that it's in every moment that we need to find that gratitude. So I'm grateful. I'm thankful today. I can see that there's 2 here. I don't see who it is yet. It's not showing me for some reason. So if you're here, I see 3. I see our numbers growing. I'm working on a card for us so that we can have a group reading here in a few minutes because I feel like I just felt drawn to it. So we'll see what kind of messages come through the cards today for all of us. It feels important. Feels important. We're moving into a new time. I hope that you can feel how the energy is always changing. So we're so used to being programmed the way that it's always been. There's a squirrel coming across a big nut in his mouth. He's thankful too. So cute. We're so programmed to see the world the way that we've always seen it. Hi Carol, I see you. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I hope you're getting that turkey going. I'm in total gratitude today. It's interesting. Every year, when we have a loss, and Carol, you know how it is, that every year it's waiting. It's like, okay, what is today going to be like? What is today going to be like? Am I going to feel that loss, or am I going to find gratitude? And I feel like I'm finally coming to a place where my holidays are no longer feeling like loss. It feels good to be alive. It feels good to be breathing. It feels good to be on the planet still. So I'm here. I hope that you guys are ready to share some gratitude with me because that's what it's all about today. It's in the moment. We really got to learn to pull back into the moment. It's right here, right now. The past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. Right now, everything's great. Everything's beautiful. Happy Thanksgiving. I am grateful for you, Carol. Truly. All of you beautiful connections that all these, we've made. So much has happened in this past year. It's hard to believe that 2020 is almost over already. And so much has happened. It's been an amazing year. And I know that there's been a lot of loss, and I know that a lot of people are really hurting after this, and there's a lot of people that are really stuck in that. And yet, as we evolve and as we grow up, as we wake up, grow up isn't really the right word, as we wake up, we see how much there is to be grateful for and how thin the veil is. It was so beautiful this morning. I wrote a little bit about it, but I'm going to talk about it too because, there was a loss in Jim's family just this morning. And so I think I was pulled back into how grateful I am to be alive, to have these people in my life, these beautiful connections, and so much love. And it's important. Hi, Umi. Good morning. It's really important. I enjoyed seeing you two yesterday on that talk. It was really nice. Hi, John. Good morning. Thank you. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving. I did it in, let's see, I had 20 minutes to get ready. I got ready in 25. That's pretty good for me. So it's all about, with Steve this morning, I had the craziest experience. He just continues to surprise me. He gifts me sometimes with ways of showing me that he's still so very alive. Our loved ones, yes, we often lose them in physical form, and yet they're even more alive once they leave physical than they are when they're in physical. And so this morning I was just laying there, and all of a sudden I could see myself going down this little road. It was a little road. When he and I first met, we met in a little town called Owensboro, Kentucky. I lived further south, and I ended up moving up there with my kids after just a couple months because we were joined at the hip anyway, so he and I just needed to live closer together. There was this, near where I lived, there's a big park, it's still there, and you go down this little twisting road, and there's playgrounds and baseball fields to the right, and then there's another playground, and you go a little further, and there are walking trails, there's ponds, and there's another playground, and then you keep on driving back, and when you get way back, you park the car, and there's this really long, beautiful trail. And you go over this big old bridge, huge old metal bridge first. You walk over it. And then and then there's a covered bridge off to the right, and it goes back into the trees, and it's really, really beautiful. And he and I found that park right away. And that's funny. The funniest thing is that's really the first place that he spent time with my children. Abby was not even 3 years old when he and I met. So she was still a baby. And I still remember, I love that he brought these memories back to me today, because it's like it was like he and I were just driving down that road together today, and we were seeing all these things again, and he was reminding me of just how alive he really still is, and how time doesn't really exist. We can go back, we can travel into those places and just feel it all over again. So I felt it. I could see him. Abby was just a baby. She was so little, and he was pushing her on the swing, and she was giggling, and he was pushing her higher, and they were having so much fun together. And he said, I don't know. He said, she is so cute. How could anybody ever leave her? Because her daddy did. Her daddy just walked away from all of them. And he said, I don't know how anybody could ever leave her, and he never did. You know, like he became her daddy. That was very shortly after we met that he met her and all of my kids, my crazy, wild heathens, I call them. And yet he stuck around, and he raised her to the best of his ability until he got sick, until he passed. And then he really stuck around for all of us after that. He's shown us so many ways that he's still around. And so he changed her. He gave her the experience of a daddy who just loved her all the time. She has something that I didn't have growing up. She has something that many of us didn't have. She has that experience from the time that she was 3 until she was 9, that she had this father figure that fixed everything, that was always there, that was so responsible and so good. And so I'm grateful. I'm thankful. I don't know where this is going. I'm just really thankful that he reminded me of how much beauty and joy that we had. It's in remembering those things and remembering all the joy that we had together, and not focusing on the loss, but focusing on all the beauty. And that's really where we need to be, isn't it? It's in everything. Don't focus on what you're losing. Don't focus on what's gone. Focus on everything that you've had and everything that you've gained. The love that he gave me changed me. That's the truth. I was this sad little girl that didn't really know how to accept love. I just didn't. I could give love. I've always been a very loving person, but I didn't know how to accept it. And he just loved me, even if I tried to push him away. Even if I was in a bad mood, if I was sick, if I looked awful, if I was, whatever. We were going through so much with the kids. And every morning, I love you. And every night, I love you. And in the middle, whenever he got a chance, I love you. He just loved me no matter what. and then when he passed, he's still unconditional. And even more so. Because after he passed, he didn't have any limitations anymore. He would just come to me. I would feel his energy. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? I can feel it now. See if you can feel him. When he comes into the building, it's like, wow. So amazing. Such an amazing energy. So I knew him in physical form when he was very, very limited. And when he stepped out of physical form, he became this, like I knew his soul. It was like so amazing to have this amazing soul still staying close and still working with me and still showing me how much he loved me. I was like, wow. And so in so many ways, it took me a while to accept that. I was like, why? What am I that you would hang around and that you would be so loving still, that you would accept me in the first place with 6 kids? And then after you passed, you stuck around too. Like you still love me. Still, after 4 years, you're 4.5 years now. Still, I call his name and he's like right here. And so he's always feeding me this, how loved we are. That's the truth, is that it's not just Steve and me, it's all of us. We're all so loved. And Spirit is always there. Our ancestors, the angels, the guides, the source God, Jesus, whoever you want to call in, so filled with love for us, all of us, every day. And so I'm in gratitude. I'm in bliss today. There's no sadness in me. I'm in absolute wonder, childlike wonder that we can be so loved. Can you imagine that you're so loved? And that we're learning. We're learning right now. We're going through a big learning curve of accepting the fact that we are so loved, of letting down those barriers so that we can allow the love to unfold in our lives. That's the truth. It's like we are the only ones that make up all these rules. Humans, we make up all these rules. Well, you can't get to heaven unless you do this and this and this, and you got to be saved, and you got to you got to go to this church and you got to do all these things, and you got to say these words and nobody's going to, God's not going to love you and accept you unless you do this. And that's such baloney. We couldn't be further from the truth. I'm sorry if you still believe that, but you can't be further from the truth. The truth is there is nothing you can do to lose the love that's all around you, because it's who you are. Down, buried deep within all those layers of thought processes and things that people have taught you, you somehow have forgotten that you are that love. You can't lose what you are, and you don't have to search for what you are. You're still looking for that big love. It's beautiful when we find that love in one another. The truth is that we are that love. So when I talk about often, when I've taught classes, the first thing, lesson 1, self-love. Self-love, you gotta love you. You gotta look inside. You gotta look in your eyes and say, there you are. I see the truth of who you are. And I love you. I love you. You have to love you. Because as you learn to love you, then you no longer need to go searching. And you don't gotta go take drugs. You don't gotta go shopping like a crazy person in order to find that one thing that's gonna make you feel loved. You don't gotta wait for somebody to say I love you. You don't have to wait for somebody to give you that ring. You don't have to wait for anything anymore. You just stop and you go, oh, there you are. There you are. You are love. You don't gotta look for it anywhere else. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful when you can get to that place where you can just see it in yourself. So then, yes, we still miss those that we've lost in physical form, and yet we're not just lost in it. We're not lost in the grief, because as we open up to the truth of who we are, we come closer and closer and closer to the vibration where they are, and we realize that there's no real separation. There's no real wall between them and us. They're right there all the time. The only thing that keeps us, the veil that we all talk about, is a veil of disbelief. That's the truth. That's what they're giving to me. The veil that we're so obsessed with, we can't wait till the veil goes away. The veil is only there because we have created it, because we believe that there is a separation between us and God, or us and the angels, or us and those that we love that have passed. Isn't that cool? We created the wall between us. And if we can create a separation between us and spirit, we can create the disillusion. We can create the new belief system of there's nothing. There's nothing separating us. There's nothing separating us. That's the truth. From one another, my heart can reach out to your heart, and you can feel me if you try. We're that connected. We are connected to Source. We have our higher selves that completely perfectly connects us to the other side all the time. It's right there all the time. We're perfectly connected to those that we've lost at any moment that we choose to open up to it and believe. Isn't that cool? That's the coolest thing that I think over the past 4 years that I've realized, and it continues to evolve. The only reason there is a separation between me and those that I love is because I believe that there's a separation. That's the veil. The veil is a veil of disbelief. So let's wipe it away. Let's wipe it away. Isn't that cool? Hi, Danette. Good morning. John, we are unconditional love. Yes, we do need to learn to love ourselves. Yes, we can't fully love others until we can learn to love ourselves. I used to hate myself. Even after Steve died, I couldn't stand to look at myself in the mirror. I wouldn't let people take pictures of me. I wouldn't talk to people like this. Believe me, this is a new thing. There's no way. When I first started getting the message, I was a writer. I can write love. I give love away in my writings. For me to come on and speak to people live, when they started asking me to do that, I was like, no way. I am not going to get on there live with people. You can't make me do it. And so I had to do a whole lot of work with myself on self-love. I had to start looking at myself with compassion, with empathy, the way that I gave it to other people. I was really good at giving that love away. I wasn't good at receiving. And Steve really pushed me over the edge with that. He's the one that taught me. There's so much that opens up to us when we learn to love ourselves. We're holding all of our abilities back. We're holding our gifts back. We're holding everything that we came to the earth to offer to the world, to everyone. We can't really give it until we learn to love ourselves, because we can't give from an empty well. So we have to be willing to accept that there is this abundance of love. This abundance of love. And when we open our hearts to it, it's coming in now. I hope you can feel it. When we open our hearts to that, it fills in all those empty spaces. And then there's no more need to search. There's no more need to try to fill that empty void, because there is no empty void. Of course, then you can fall in love. You can have relationships, as many as you want. You can have beautiful relationships, but you're coming from a place of standing strong in your own self-worth and your own self-love. And as you do that, you're putting out this energy that creates the relationship that will come to you that mirrors what you are. So when you truly, truly love yourself so much, and you find that total and complete unconditional love in your being, in who you are, in your beingness, you are that beautiful being that's created of unconditional love. And when you find that, that's what's mirrored back to you. So you find those other beings that are filled with unconditional love, whether it be, some kind of romantic relationship, or whether it be all of you people here with me today. You've come here because you feel unconditional love being channeled through me to you, through one another. All of us are doing it together, especially when we start to meditate. There's this beautiful opening to unconditional love, and we're drawn to it. That's what we really need. That's what we really seek. That's the truth. I hope you feel it. Let's see. Good morning, Danette. Good morning, John. Good morning, Carol. We are loved. No judgment from creation. Exactly. There's no judgment. See, that's the truth, is we have humanized spirit. We've humanized God, or whoever you want to call your creator energy. We humanize. We make everything look like us. We make everything sound like us. We make everything think like us and feel like us. So because we are human and we have judgment for each other. There goes that rotten cat. She'll stop in a minute. Because we have that for each other, and we are jealous, and we have these lower vibrational energies, we have created religions based on that, based on fear. Yeah, it's funny. She's funny. She's rotten. Come here, Juliet. Come here. See if she's got that unconditional love going this morning. See if I can draw her in. She's rotten. So it's all about love today, guys. That's what I'm all about. Is we let go of our preconceived notions that our Creator is like us, because our Creator is only like us when we are in unconditional love, and when we're in judgment, and when we're in fear and pain and all those things. We have separated ourselves from our truth and from the truth of what's on the other side. That's the truth. That's the truth, and that truth is my word this morning. I hear kids up too. They're ready for Turkey Day. How are you guys this morning? Hi, Otto. Good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tammy Fisk. Good morning. Yeah, she is, she does let me know when she needs attention, that's for sure. Thank you. Animals are like that. The dog is also asking. He wants his long walk this morning, so he'll get me out for a long walk once I get that turkey in the oven. It'll be a fun day. It's going to be a good day with family today, and I hope that all of you are having a good day too. It's a lot of work. Every year I think I'm going to go out to dinner this year, and I even had the opportunity. Jim's family want to go out for dinner. They probably all are, and we were all invited. And the kids are like, no, Mom, we can't do that. We got to mess up the kitchen. So I cleaned up twice yesterday from Caroline's baking of desserts. And today it'll be my turn to make a mess in the kitchen. And I'll be working, and it's okay. I'll be back at 4. I hope John's going to come on at 4 o'clock for Creation to Connection. John, you tell us if you're going to come on, because these people are waiting to know. Inquiring minds want to know if you want to come on and share your stories with us at 4 o'clock. Thank you, Jennifer. Good morning. We are an energy of light, and our Creator is a brighter light to guide us. Exactly, John. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, Stefan. Good morning. I love seeing all your comments. I'm just checking out. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. I said that earlier. I know that some of you don't celebrate Thanksgiving today, but we all we all celebrate thankfulness, right? Every day, every second, with every breath we breathe. I am thankful today. I'm thankful that I'm still here, that I'm still breathing, that I'm still in physical form, that I can keep on playing this game for a while longer. And I'm thankful to all of you who are playing the game with me. And I'm going to pull a card for us like I promised, since everyone's here now. And I'm going to pull 3 cards because I'm feeling the need to. My thumbs are like, yep, that one too, so we're going to do it. So these are our cards. Wow. I love that card. These are good ones, guys. Let's share them. Let's see what... Oh, goodness. What's going on with you guys today? What is going on with you guys? So let me show you. Let me show you what I pulled first. I pulled the Void. I don't know what the author has to say about the Void. I do not see negative when I read cards. I can see where there's a growth potential. So oftentimes we can get in that place where we feel very, very alone. And this is past, present, future. Remember that. So this is really the past card. This is what we're coming out of. So in general, as light workers, we've gone through a lot of darkness, lifetime after lifetime. We've been in that like vacuum of coming in and wanting to be and wanting to do good, and then something happens and we're right back in that place where we just can't see the light, and we are just beaten down and sad, and it's still happening for us. Even over the past few months, I've felt it over and over again, a few times where it felt as if all of the energy, the angels, the guides, everyone was just separating from me, and I was left sitting alone. So if you guys are still going through that, I believe it's part of our ascension, this void, this place where we are being given the opportunity. It is an opportunity. If everything was always perfect, if we always felt this beautiful love around us, which I bathe in anytime I call on it, and it suddenly was gone, and I was like, what in the world? Where did I go? What happened? If we always had that, which is what we're coming to, but there are times when we have to experience what it's like to be completely alone, so that we can learn how to, it's a learning curve. They're giving us the opportunity to learn how to plug in, to learn how to plug into the other side. I'm sorry. To plug into the other side, so that being completely, oh, somebody saved me. Thank you, whoever did that. So that we have the opportunity to learn how to plug ourselves in, so that we're not always waiting. See, this is what we're talking about. It's this self-love thing. It's loving ourselves so much that when we get into that void, when we're completely alone and we feel like there's nobody there, that we realize that all we have to do is plug ourselves in. We realize how to plug ourselves in. It's like taking that extension cord really to the heart and plugging it back into the other side, so that we know, oh, we remember, oh, okay, I don't have to look for love. I am love. It's okay, I'm okay, and we start working with that little person inside of us, that little ego that fell into fear because it felt like it was so alone. It's that little girl inside of us. It's like everybody's left and I'm all by myself. And we fall into terror, and then we come back in and we go, oh, wait a minute, I have my higher self. I can plug that in, and then I'm okay. And so in this learning curve of the void, I really feel like it's important for us to be willing to go to that place. Go into that pain. It's okay. You're gonna be okay. If you feel like you've all of a sudden they've left you alone and you're going into a really dark place, please know that you're gonna be okay. You just need to remember. Please remember that you can plug in. Don't let yourself get so far down that you don't remember. Think of my words when this happens. Oh, let me remember to plug in. Let me remember that I have my own higher self, that I don't have to go looking someplace else, that I am okay. Because this is part of our evolution of remembering the truth of who we are, that we are the creator, that we are love, that we can find it within ourselves. We don't have to always look for someone else. So there are those times when our angels and guides, they kind of separate. They're like, okay, it's time for the training wheels to come off. That's all. You take the training wheels off and you get all scared, and then all of a sudden you start pedaling that bike and you take off. You're going to be okay. Then you get the path. path. And we're all so concerned about being on our path, aren't we? We're always like, am I on my path? I get that question from people all the time. But am I on my path? Am I on my path? Okay. I want you to see this. We're all in the same place. We're all in this place of climbing that ladder. Really, it's a difficult time. It's been a difficult year, and we're climbing that ladder, and we see this beautiful window. We're like, if I could just get to that. If I could just get to that, on the other side of that is bliss. On the other side of that, we're going to be okay. The truth is we have to be living in every step, every rung of that ladder. We have to learn to be okay with being at the bottom of the ladder sometimes. We have to be okay with just being still. She's being still. She knows. She knows. She has hope. She knows that when she gets there, it's going to be this amazing, and I believe that that's what we're all receiving now. We're like coming into a new age, a shift of energy where everything is going to be different, a new paradigm. And we're still standing at the bottom, and we got a lot of steps to climb. But there's the promise that we're going to come through that portal. One of these days, everything is going to be like it's going to be so beautiful. But please know that under the surface, under the illusion of all of this negative energy right now, that's what we're in, is this up here. But we're in this illusion that we're still working to get there. We haven't made it yet. We're still going to climb all of those steps. We haven't gotten to it yet. The truth is that it's there, and you can feel it in your heart when you look for it. We're really already there, but there is this 3D illusion all around us that's making us think that we're still going through disease and hunger and all of these things. We're still kind of in it physically, but our souls know better. Our souls can experience that lightness, that shift of energy at any moment when we seek it. And so we get this wisdom. Wisdom is one of my favorite cards. This is something I think that's really important, and I learned it yesterday when we were having our talk after the show, is that so often we believe that we have to go to college and we have to learn all these things. We have to get these degrees, and we have to study our way into our gifts, our abilities, or whatever. Guys, you don't got to study to get to that. What you do to get to the wisdom is you be still every day. You need to learn to be still and to seek that higher part of you. You have to step out of thought. You step out of thought and you go into wisdom. Wisdom is what comes in when you connect to the other side. And you can't connect to the other side if you haven't created some form of stillness in your life. We can call it meditation. Most people are afraid of that word. You can call it prayer, whatever you want to call it. But it's not prayer in the way of you're just sitting there begging God to give you what you need. Prayer and meditation should be a stillness, a quiet time for you to hear the answers. It's a time for you to be still. Don't just keep on asking for what you need. Be quiet. Be quiet and know. Be quiet and know that you are a part of the creator energy, and that when you plug yourself into the other side, that wisdom comes from above. It's something that you already have. You don't need to seek it. You don't got to read a bunch of books. You don't got to go to school for this. This fills in the blanks. I often get that from people. They're like, I don't ever know what I'm going to say when I come to here, or any of the shows that I do. I really don't know. Or even when I'm teaching classes, I really have no idea. I remember when I first started doing the shows, I was like, what do you want me to teach? I got no idea. And they're like, good. That's right where you need to be. That's what my guides were like, good. Don't try to think your way into this. You cannot think your way into wisdom. You have to know your way into wisdom. And the knowing comes through solitude. And the knowing comes through faith. And it comes through self-love. It comes through that where you love yourself so much that you trust. You begin to trust in yourself. And you sit there and you're still. Feel that. Feel that energy that's coming in right now. That's our connection. That's you. It's not me. Can you feel that beautiful love that fills you when you go, oh wait, all I got to do is be still. I don't have to seek it. I don't got to go listen to somebody in the pulpit. I don't have to go to seminary school. I don't have to do all this stuff. All I got to do is be still. It's so easy that we all forget. We've forgotten how easy it is to connect to the other side. We've forgotten. But we're in an energy now where the universe and our angels are so present. We're getting so much. We're getting so much help now. And so all you got to do is stop. Take a big breath into your heart. and feel yourself. Feel that love that you are. And when you do that often, wisdom fills in all those spaces, all those questions. They just start getting answers. Your ego has all these questions all the time. It's like a 3-year-old child. Why? What about this? What about that? And when you quiet that down and you let your higher self take the floor, the higher self just brings in wisdom, and then the ego's like, oh, okay, I'm good. Isn't that cool? You get to be, in a way, the way that I've always taught it when we do inner child work is you get to be the parent to the child that is inside of you, that is so afraid, that has gone through so much trauma, that's had such a difficult time. That little child inside of you needs you to love yourself so much that you are willing to go in deeper to find her or him. You are willing to pull that little one up in your lap and rock them and hold them and let them know it's going to be okay. You are your own healer. You are. You get to give your child that. And as your child heals, you come back to life again. You start playing and you start finding joy and you start creating and doodling and laughing and being silly, and life becomes such a magical place because you get to start creating your own fairy tale. Isn't that cool? You are so welcome, John. That's right. Wisdom is just what you know, isn't it? It's not what you think, it's what you know. And that knowing comes through your intuition. It comes through that beautiful part of you that has always existed. You've always been here since the beginning of this creation that we're walking on and many more before it. You're that amazing and you're that ancient. And you know so much more than you think you do. Jennifer, do we have a Jennifer? Hi, Jennifer. Yeah, there you are. When I'm quiet in meditation, so much clarity comes through. That's right. Isn't it amazing? It's like you can work so hard. I'm just as guilty as anyone else. Work so hard to find the answers. I can get so frustrated sometimes, so frustrated by life. And then when I finally say, okay, little girl, settle down, stop with your temper tantrum. Be still for a little bit. Let me sit here and hold you and rock you. Let's be still together for a little while. That part of me just eases off. And then when I get really quiet, I just hear my answers. I just know what it was that I was asking. And if it's not an actual answer to a question, oftentimes it's just a peacefulness. It's just that bliss comes in. And then those things that I was so concerned with, they don't matter anymore. They just don't matter. It's like, it's really just temporary. It's a smokescreen. It's just an illusion. All of this life that we're fighting with, that we're so afraid of, it's all just illusionary. It's all just like Wizard of Oz, the man behind the curtain. It looks like it's so big and powerful and scary, and turns out when you go look behind the curtain, it's just a little person like you. It's not that. Life is really not as scary or as Paul always used to say, and probably still does sometimes. It's only life. Stop taking it so seriously. Stop being so serious. You're meant to be here enjoying it. You're meant to find your bliss. Yes, there's a lot of crazy things happening, and it can be really scary sometimes, and it's really difficult, especially being a parent. Sometimes it's really difficult, but please know that we help our children by finding our bliss. There's nothing to feel guilty of when you're happy and you find bliss, because our children are always copying us. They're mirroring us. If we walk around all the time being miserable and unhappy, they're going to walk around being miserable and unhappy too, and you don't want that. You don't want your children to be that. You want them to find their bliss. So you find your bliss so they can mirror you. Those that we love, those people that we're the closest to, they see what you're doing. They may not understand. They may give you a hard time. They may think, wow, you're really crazy. Whatever, it doesn't matter, because there will come a day when they're going to look at you and your life and how blissful you are, and they're in their misery, and they're going to go, she knows something. I don't know how she's doing it. Man, I remember a few years ago, I thought she was really crazy, but now I look at her life and wow, she's so happy in a world full of misery. She's so happy. Why is that? And there will come a day when they're going to come to you and say, hey, can you show me? Can you show me how you got to where you are now? I want to be blissful. I want to be happy. So our job is to set the example for others, not to walk around and be, of course, we're going to cry when someone loses somebody that they love. Of course, we're going to cry with them. Of course, we're going to have empathy and compassion. And yet, in our own lives, we find bliss and joy through it all. Through it all. Because that's why we're here, to raise the vibration into a state of bliss for everyone. So if we're not doing that, we're not doing our job. It's the truth. You get to be happy. That's your job. You get to be happy and find joy. And share that beautiful energy with those around you. With your energy, they will see. They will see it's your energy that's going to change things. And your energy goes out to people that you don't even know. We will never know how many people we affect. It just goes out. You're walking through a crowd and they sense it. And they're like, wow, wake up call. Ding, ding, ding. They woke up just because you walked through the room. You don't got to be on stage. You don't got to talk to thousands and millions of people. You just carry this beautiful energy of bliss everywhere you go and allow it to just roll over on whoever it needs to roll over on. It's like you're carrying this cloak of magic and beauty and bliss everywhere you go, and it passes through. It's energy. It's not the words, it's the energy. It's the energy of the words. Behind the words, it's the energy of the intention. Your intention. What kind of energy are you putting out? Is your intent on trying to get to the last Barbie doll, or is your intent on loving those that are trying to get to the last Barbie doll? There's the cutest little, they're very distracting. There's like a family of baby squirrels playing in the tree in front of me, and they keep going across the street. There's some little nuts in the leaves over there, and they keep picking them up and running them across, and they're running them up and down that tree, getting ready for winter. And I'm easily distracted by nature. That's why I keep looking away. So that's my story today. Good morning, Angel. Happy Thanksgiving. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and I've got to get going and start cooking a turkey and walking a dog and doing all the things that I do. So let's go ahead and go into meditation. We got 15 minutes left. It's going to be a busy day. EWN on both Enlightened Living and on Enlightened World. If you've looked at the schedule that was posted today, they're cozying in. You can be cozy with programming all day long and probably straight through the night. There's so many shows. So I will be back at 4 o'clock on Creation to Connection to the best of my ability. It's going to be an interesting day trying to get back at 4, and it's okay. We'll do it. We will get here. And we'll enjoy some Thanksgiving turkey together if I'm awake. Thanksgiving turkey puts us all to sleep. But it's going to be a beautiful day. So if you guys have time and you want to watch, I think the parade, that's why my girls are up there probably looking for the parade. There's some kind of parade going on in New York City today. That's not going to be the normal one. It's the COVID parade, but it's okay. There's things going on today because it's our holiday. So I hope that you're all going to enjoy your time with your family today. And I'm enjoying my time with you. Let's enjoy some time together, our spiritual families, our connections to one another. So go ahead and get your feet planted. Let's allow that energy to go deeply into the earth and to be recycled and come back up through. Can you hear my stomach growling? I refuse to eat before dinner's ready. I might not make it. Goodness. Take a big breath. Pull in all of this beautiful love energy that's all around us right now. Take a big breath. It's the time of great giving. This is the time of great giving. We think it lasts a moment, a day, a week, whatever. It lasts forever and ever and ever. We're coming into a time. We are in a time. We're in an energy now where all we need to do is ask and believe. Set your intention on what it is that you truly want, that you truly desire to create on this planet. Set your intention today. I desire peace. I desire food on every table. I desire a warm home for everyone, every human that's on the planet. I desire healthy, strong bodies. and joy and playfulness. Let it be done. Just say it, let it be done. It feels like they're like waiting for us to say that. Let it be done. So allow yourself to receive this beautiful love and the clearing energy that's coming in right now. I'm feeling it right down over the crown. It's going down the third eye and it's going down very quickly. We're clearing away any lower vibrational energies today. Anything that you've got that's within you, around you, any layer of you, any version of yourself. Could be different dimensions, different lifetimes, whatever it is. Wherever you have curses, wherever you have any soul contracts that are holding you in negative energy, any cords, any attachments, any earthbound spirits, any energy in your homes, in your land, in your cars, in your family, in your pets, wherever it may be, any version of yourself. We're asking to have all lower vibrational energies removed from anyone that's watching this now, from anyone that will be watching it in the future, from any of your families, wherever it may be. Clearing energy going down through every one of your chakras right now, just pouring down through a liquid of gold, liquid of love energy, the great giving. They're giving to you a clearing like you've never had before. Today is brand new. You take a breath like a brand new baby when we're done today. So let it just open, relax. Relax your body, open your hands, releasing all negative energy, anything that no longer serves us today. We're letting go. We're letting go. Let it just wash on away. Just lay yourself down right now as if you're laying on a beautiful blue warm sea. You float perfectly. And as you're laying there, you're just allowing for this great unfolding of giving. They are giving to you today. What a beautiful Thanksgiving. You say thank you, they give. They just continue. Thank you for this beautiful giving to all of our angels, our guides, to source energy, to Jesus, to any of the ascended masters, giving each one of you this enlightened, I'm waiting for them, they're giving. Give me the words. This enlightened upgrade of energy so that you'll feel the love around you in a way that you never have before, so that you will experience spirit, so that you'll experience your loved ones, so that you'll experience your angels. You'll feel the touch of angel wings. Right now. What do you feel? Please open to it. It only requires you to open that big old heart of yours. Give up on the idea that you're not worthy, you're so worthy. Let yourself receive in fullness today. And it's just pouring right on down. They're covering you. Not only are they clearing all of this negative energy, but as they're doing that, they're bringing this beautiful protective energy all the way around you. You can see it. You're like glowing with gold. Down into the heart. Big heart boost. Feel that. Breathe it in. Spa day. I love when they do this. Or just lay back. Just lay back and receive. Down into the solar plexus. Beautiful yellow energy. Beautiful. I often, when we get down to that solar plexus, I see the most beautiful, rich yellow flowers. I can't even describe them. They're so gorgeous. I love that yellow. See yourself just bathed in yellow flowers. You're laying there in that water and the flowers are just washing up around you. Can you see them? And taking a big breath. Keep pushing that energy. Moving down into the sacral chakra. Clearing away any energy from past relationships that no longer serves you. Just let's clear it away. Clear it away. It could be this lifetime, past lifetimes, wherever it is. It's time to let it go so you can be who you are. Just be. Just be. As energy is like every one of my cells is vibrating with it this morning. I hope you can feel that. It's delicious. Better than any Thanksgiving dinner. Down into the root. And it's like it's an open highway. I can just feel the energy just moving up and down, up and down, and up and down. Clearing, clearing, clearing. Reviving, revitalizing, bringing back youthfulness. Ask for it. Bliss, beauty, abundance. Say it 3 times. Bliss, beauty, abundance. Bliss, beauty, abundance. I receive. I receive in all of its fullness. Nice. Wow. Incredible energy. So you're being boosted right back up with earth energy, coming right back up your feet, all the way up. Just filling you right up today. I hope you walk out of this feeling like, I'm full. In the most beautiful way. I'm not so full that I gotta go take a nap and loosen up my belt because I ate too much turkey. I just feel good because I've got so much energy. So much energy. And I could feel like I can climb a mountain. I can move mountains today. I can spread my wings and fly. Feel it. Feel it. What a beautiful, beautiful energy they're giving today. So I want you to feel that beautiful higher self within you, plugged into the other side. Plug yourself in. As you go out in the world, people look at you and they're like, why are you smiling so funny? And you're like, because I'm plugged in. I'm totally plugged in right now. Totally in my bliss. Be blissful. Even in those family get-togethers that can feel stressful. Those dysfunctional family get-togethers. I know them well. Just sit there with a big smile on your face. You don't need to engage in the arguments or the whatever it is, the banter. Just enjoy. Just enjoy being you in your own fullness, in the beauty of who you are. I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful to you for joining me here today. Really, always grateful. This outpouring of love and the sharing of energy. Take a big breath. Right now, it's your first breath as a brand new baby. Take it in. Totally recreated like the phoenix coming out of the ashes. You are brand new today. Filled with love energy, filled with light. So protected. Angels are wrapping their wings around you now. You are so protected. And we're going to ask that any cords or attachments to any one of us right now, that we sever all those cords, that each one of us stands in our own energy. That you stand strongly in the strength of who you are. You don't need anybody else's energy. You are an amazing soul. Thank you for joining me on the planet right now. Thank you to all of the angels, to the guides, the ascended masters, to your angels and your guides and all the loved ones that are joining us today. So grateful. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you all for sharing your energy. I am really, really thankful to all of you today for joining me again. Please be good to yourselves today. Umi, I love you. Thank you for joining me, Pat. Let's see. Thank you, John. Let me know, John, if you want to come back later. Jennifer, thank you. I'm seeing you guys. Pat, all of you. Carol, Angel, Jennifer, Umi, Tammy. I love you guys. Carol. 2 Carols here today. Angel. I think I said thank you to all of you. If I have missed you, please know that I love you. And I'm grateful to you for being here today. I'm checking all the way up. Tammy, Otto, Danette, John, Carol. I'm repeating now. Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Kim. I missed a couple. Melanie, thank you for joining me. Is that Stefan? I think I said hi to Stefan. That's where I left off. Hopefully. If I've missed you, I love you. I think I got you all. All right, you guys. Please enjoy your holiday. Enjoy your beautiful day today. I love you. I will see you again. I'll be around tomorrow. Even though it's Friday, I'll show up. I got lots of stuff to do tomorrow, so I'll be around. Take good care of yourselves and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Good, John. Be back later. We're going to get him on here, guys. John's got some amazing stories, so please join me at 4 o'clock today. Take good care.